Hello everyone, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts. I was just compelled to do this reading here today. Hopefully I'll be able to post it and get it on my channel today. So today's the 24th of May, it's a Friday, and it's my dad's birthday. So happy birthday, Dad, I love you. It's his 82nd birthday today. So let's go ahead and focus on what's going on here. I'm really focusing on those who are in separation, the person that you're thinking about for this reading. How do they feel about you, the connection since the breakup? What has life been like since being in separation? So these are the decks that really pulled at me this morning, and I wanted to really see who can relate to this, who can tap into this energy for your own personal situation. So let's see. I'll be using the Golden Dahlia, the Destined Oracle. This one's by Maria of La Belle 13. I believe she's changed the name of her company. It escapes me right now, but I will provide the link for that one. This one by the beautiful Sister Moon Tarot, relationship design cards, and then I'll be clarifying everything with my own tarot deck, Modern Day Seers Tarot and Oracle. It is tarot with a twist, which is why I was drawn to use this one today, because yes, it's just like any other tarot deck, but I've also included additional court cards and oracle messages. You've probably already seen me use this one if you're a regular on my channel, but if you're new, thank you for being here, and let's go ahead and see what it is that needs to come through. So it could be not a very long reading depending on what presents itself, or we'll just keep an open mind as to what it is that needs to be revealed here. All right, so focus on the person that you are in separation from. How do they feel about you and the connection since you guys have been apart? Angels and spirit guides, please. For those who seek guidance through this reading, please offer them helpful advice, some clarity perhaps. All right, here we go. Okay, we've got two cards jumping out. Dark Night, it's like that dark night of the soul. They could be dealing with depression or just some pretty heavy thoughts there, which makes sense for those who are in separation. And if they're still feeling drawn to the person they're in separation from, we have rebirth. So I feel this is a temporary energy. They're going to get through this. You could certainly relate to that for yourself, where you have been through a very trying time because of the separation from your person. So there's a possibility of maybe having a new experience, a new chapter, certainly a possible reunion there, okay? Angels and spirit guides, please, what else do we need to know about this connection that is in separation? So they're struggling. We see that here. Look at this, guys. There's a reason why I'm doing this reading today, why I was pulled to do this. We have iced out. So this person that is not with you currently in the 3D, they feel like they've just been pushed out of your life. This reminds me of feeling left out in the cold, that type of vibe, you know, very similar to the Five of Pentacles energy. But look at the next card. We've got a new chapter coming in. So even though you guys are not together right now, that certainly could be what it is that they're hoping for and wishing for. Just wanting to start again, you know, a new beginning. We see that rainbow right there. That could be significant for some of you guys, okay? And then we have Revelation. I really like the way these cards are presenting itself because they've come to the realization. They've had clarity over this. You know, it's like that epiphany, that aha moment, like, oh, I should have done this. I should have said that. Or I shouldn't have done this and I shouldn't have said that. You know, so they're really taking a look at their own inner demons, their own shadows through that experience. And we have Phoenix rising. I love this because that really coincides with the rebirth here. You know, it's like something fell apart. It didn't have enough life in it to continue. But with you guys having a new chapter and a possible new beginning, there's a resurgence to the energy for this relationship, this connection. Even though right now you're not together, maybe you haven't even talked to this person, maybe you haven't seen each other in a very long time, it's almost like none of that matters at this point. The universe has a different plan for this connection. So, okay, let's clarify, right? What the heck is going on here? Because whoever this is, based off of what we're seeing, they're not doing well. They're struggling. They could be dealing with depression here. Mentally, it's been very difficult for them. They want to be able to revive this partnership. Wow. Look at our first card, the Ace of Swords. I've been talking about clarity, and we're only 5 minutes into this reading. The Ace of Swords brings that clarity, that aha moment that I was talking about. They had to face the music, so to speak. They had to be honest with themselves about their role, about why you guys are not together. So either they walked away because they were unawakened, or they, you know, it could have been a situation where you cut them out because it was just not a doable thing to stay. Look at this. We now have the Six of Pentacles, which is a wonderful energy to come through. Part of that new chapter is letting us know that they are coming in with the same expectations, perhaps the same level of intention that you would bring to the partnership. It's a 50-50 split at this point. Part of the reason why you guys might have broken up is because they either were not fully invested, maybe they had one foot out the door. There could have been other people, you know, possible third party infidelity, if that is what you endured in this partnership. That as well needed to be cut out. Look at the next card. We've got the Ten of Pentacles, followed by the Two of Cups. I love it. This is clarification for you, the listener, the viewer of this reading, that this person still loves you. They don't like not being with you. You guys could at one point have realized, you know what? We have a lot in common. We're a pretty compatible couple here. But there's a part of this individual that I felt like, and I've been saying this so much in my readings lately, feeling like the grass was greener on the other side. And maybe they explored that. You know, maybe they felt attracted or connected to somebody else and they explored that. But we clearly see that they're struggling because they're not with you. So there's something about you and their connection that they are still drawn to this day. That's a part of their clarity. That is a part of the breakthrough in their mental space, in their heart space, that they now recognize, you are my person. You're the one that I love. You're the one that's not with me right now. You know, I've been iced out. I'm not in your life. That's a part of what it is that they want to be able to work on with you, if you're open to that. That Phoenix Rising is going to give life back to this connection. They're not really wanting to rush things through. They want to be able to take their time. They don't want to make the same mistakes that they did before. And what we're seeing here is that they're willing to put in that work. They're not just going to half-ass it. You know, they're going to come in fully and do the work that's necessary. They truly do see you as a perfect match, but they had to lose you in order to realize that. Some of you guys might be dealing with Sagittarius, okay? So this is, the Nine of Pentacles is a slow-moving energy, but they're willing to work. They're bringing in loyalty into the partnership this time. In order to see this manifest into a tangible 3D energy, it's going to take time, okay? So it might be moving slow, but the end result looks good, okay? I really like that. Archangel Michael is showing up. Your person could be named Michael, or you could be named Michael. I am your warrior angel to help you fight your fears when it comes to manifesting your dreams and finding love. Well, that's just it. They found love, and it was you, but they also know what it's like to lose you. Countless romantic connections turn into missed opportunities because we allow our fears to create barriers. And that's another part of their fear, because you've iced them out, more than likely, if you relate to this. I'm here to help you overcome these challenges. I can offer you the guidance you seek, as well as the strength and bravery to act on that guidance. Bravery isn't the absence of fear, but the ability to act in spite of it. If you're struggling with your nerves to pursue your love interest, call on me. I really do feel this for this person that's not with you. They are struggling to take action because perhaps they're afraid you would reject them. Divine Feminine, you're coming in as the Queen of Pentacles. You've got your act together. My feminines, you've got your act together. That's how I'm seeing this. It could be a masculine who's struggling. If the roles are reversed for your situation, of course, take it that way. The feminine, as the Queen of Pentacles, is very loving, very giving, but you're also not going to allow yourself to just be a doormat for somebody. You can handle yourself. You could be a single parent. You're perhaps maybe the more mature or maybe older counterpart in the connection for some of you guys. You could also be doing quite well maybe in your career. Your finances are on point. You don't need anybody to help you in that regard. Or at least you're not afraid of hard work to be able to make it happen for yourself. We have the Fool. So taking that leap of faith for a new beginning to happen. I can't help but feel that this might be a masculine who recognizes that if they don't do anything about this, that window of opportunity will close and it's going to be gone forever. That is what I'm seeing. So if they want you back, and if this happens to be a masculine who wants the feminine back, it falls on their shoulders to take action to make this happen. They might fall flat on their ass, but it's a risk that they're going to have to take. If they want this to happen in the 3D, as far as having a reconciliation, they can't just be in thinking mode. They're going to have to take action. Okay, so let's see what else needs to come through from Sister Moon Tarot's deck. So if you relate to this, we're definitely getting a glimpse of how they feel about you. They still love you. They still want you. They're struggling because of the breakup. So what has life been like since being in separation for this individual? It's not good. It's almost like they're putting up a front, trying to pretend like everything's cool, everything's great. Maybe, you know, where they work, it's like, hey, what's up? I'm cool. You know, I'm over that person. But no, I really don't feel that's the case. All right, what else do we need to know for the collective, for whoever is tuned in to this message that I was just randomly drawn to do today? What do we need to know? We have fun, travel, excitement, adventures. They want to be able to experience more of that with you. You guys could maybe have loved to travel. That could have been a really fun experience that you guys had. But regardless of that, they miss experiencing life with you. Look at the next card. We have magic, out of this world. Unbelievable. Miracles. That's what they're hoping for, is that miracle. But they're also feeling like, you know what? How fortunate was I to have been blessed with this love to begin with. You know, it really is that kind of one-of-a-kind love. It really is, through their own perception, out of this world. It's not duplicatable. They tried to, but perhaps they found that that was not the case. We also have divine, of God, divinely orchestrated, divine counterpart. That is what you represent in this reading. That's exactly what you represent. Let me pull from a different tarot deck now to clarify this. I'll be pulling from my Tanielu Tarot. So I wasn't going to make this longer than 10 minutes. I was just drawn to do that, but it clearly is over that because this message needs to be conveyed for somebody. Look at this, guys. We've got the Knight of Pentacles coming through again. So we have a masculine, perhaps, who wants to come in, but coming in ever so slowly. Because, again, they want to be responsible this time. They don't want to just come in, make this a fast interaction with you. They want things to last this time. Sorry, guys. Had a camera glitch. Anyway. So, yeah, we've got the Knight of Pentacles coming up again. Look at the next card. We've got the Two of Pentacles. Now look at the next card. We've got the Justice card. So, balancing decisions, restoring balance, the need to bring in balance. So something clearly was off kilter, and that is what resulted in the separation. Let's see. Divine Feminine, you're coming in with that High Priestess energy. So this is already picking up off of the feminine that you know a lot. You're feeling a lot in your heart space when it comes to your divine masculine. You've had your own realizations here. Temperance. This is no mistake why this reading is coming through in this way. Knight of Pentacles, which we've already seen. Temperance. They're both restoring, the possibility of restoring the connection, but it's going to take time. That's a very loud message that's coming through. It's going to be slow, like I mentioned, but truly the end result here, it's something I feel that'll create healing between the two of you, whether you get back together or not. Hierophant. See, what they're telling you is it might have taken them time to get to a place where they could fully commit, but I'm also feeling that the separation and the distance apart was a blessing, because they needed to heal their own stuff. They needed to deal with their own inner demons, you know, and that's perhaps why the moon's energy is coming through as well. They could have been hiding their inner demons from you. They weren't forthcoming with everything about who they were, as well as their actions and behaviors, if there was infidelity or secrets or lies, whatever that might have represented. So this person, not only have they had that epiphany, that aha moment that we were talking about, but they want to be able to take action. It's just very slow. But again, that might actually be a good thing. I feel that this person had certainly other options when it came to their romantic life. And clearly at one point in time, you guys chose each other. But they were one to certainly entertain other options. And that's what got them into the situation that they're at now. And if they're feeling remorseful that you guys are apart because of their poor choices, so something's coming back around. And it's like the universe is handing them perhaps the same 7 cups that they had to deal with before, but it's testing them, you know? So in a way it's like, okay, here are the same 7 cups that you were presented with in life. You chose one, you chose wrong. And now we're trying to have you learn that lesson so that you can choose wisely this time. That is what I'm getting. So if they want you back, they need to come towards you a lot wiser than how they were before, because they clearly saw these 7 cups and did not choose wisely before. This right here could certainly represent a reunion. You know, it's like that new chapter, a new beginning for this love connection. So it's not off the table, but it's going slow for a reason, because, you know, in a way life is testing them. It's like, okay, I want to create progress. I want to be able to do this in the 3D, but I have to be able to make the smarter choices compared to how they did it before. We do have the 5 of Swords. Okay, you walked away once perhaps, and they don't want you to walk away again. So if they're wanting to avoid that, then they're going to have to learn the lessons behind how things played out before. Oh, look at this. We've got the Ace of Cups. I'm really happy to see this, because I really do feel for those of you who are open to it, at least, that the conversation can get started. And again, it doesn't guarantee for them that you'll take them back or that you guys are going to get back together. It really depends on what both people want, because you guys have to be on the same page. So this cup, when you guys broke up, it was more than empty. It was dry to the bone. And there was nothing overflowing here, you know? So that's something that they're going to have to work on. And it's something that you guys are going to have to work on together. So that Ace of Cups. But during this time apart as well, it's very important that you both focus on being able to love yourselves. You know, it's like, okay, mistakes were made. The past is what it is. It played out the way it did, okay? And it's one of those things where forgiveness has to come for the self first, because you don't want to be a vessel for regret, for hesitation, for anger for the rest of your life, or for the rest of their life. So remember, from the very beginning of this reading, we saw that dark night energy, okay? But it's now giving perhaps both of you the opportunity to rise above that And that's where the Phoenix Rising card comes in. You know, it's like something that had no life to it. It was flatlined. And that's what resulted in the separation and the breakup. And Phoenix Rising is giving us an indication that something is coming back to life. And we're focusing on the relationship between two people who are not together. So I really have hope for those of you who are open to reconnecting, whether that is through a reconciliation or to be able to simply find closure and peace. Okay, so for those of you who are not interested in coming back together, this will give both of you perhaps a chance to find peace, if anything. Clarity is on the table here. It's just going to take time for things to manifest in the 3D. Okay, so that's what's coming through here, guys. I really do hope that whoever resonates with this message, that it does offer you peace, that it does offer you tranquility in your heart space when it comes to this person that you're focused on. All right, guys, so I will leave that there. If you're interested in your own personal reading, that info is down below in the description box, as well as the links that you see here for all the decks featured. All right, guys, I'll see you next time. Take care.